Pose with the fans. Pose with the pose with the pose with the fans. Pose with the pose with the pose with the fans. Fans. Fans.
Assalamualaikum and good morning to our lovely Professor Madya, Dr. Zuriza Ibrahim, and dear all friends. First of all, before we present our case study, let's watch our role play. I need to quit this job. Yes, I need to quit this job.
Yes, Rosma, come in.
Hi, Mr. Esther. This is my resign letter.
Rosma, why do you want to quit this job?
I'm sorry, Mr. Esther. I hope you will consider about it because I have a lot of problem to do right now, and I have a small child. I always late deliver customer good due traffic jams and everything, and I'm done. This is my resign letter.
Eh, no. Don't say like that. You are my best employee in my office.
No, Mr. Esther. I'm tired, and this is my last decision. I hope you accept it.
And no, how about this? I give you an option. You can choose when you want to work, and you can choose also when you finish working. Sounds good, right?
Oh, really? Oh, thank you, Mr. Esther. Thank you very much for this opportunity. Thank you.
You're welcome. And now you can continue your work.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Esther.
Okay.
Guys, did you know Rosma want to resign? Yes, I know, and I heard that rumors. So, what's your plan? Maybe I want to resign. Oh, I see. But I think you should think wisely. Maybe 80% I will resign. Because I don't know, my problem is I don't know how to balance my personal commitment and also my work. Okay.
Hey guys, what are you talking about?
Nothing.
It's lunchtime. How about we go to find some food first?
Sure. Let's go.
Hello everyone, my name is Nur Amni binti Muhammad Kamil. So, in today's dynamic workforce, human resource manager play an important role in maintaining employee retention, job satisfaction, and overall organizational effectiveness. HR managers or leaders are always struggling to come up with new ideas and ways to adapt to the changing needs and expectations of their workforce. Given that they are responsible for the organization's most valuable people asset, one immediate concern that often keeps HR managers awake at night is the potential loss of talented staff. Their goal is to tackle this problem head-on and look at solutions to increase employee engagement and job happiness. Checking working hours is one of the most popular options available. HR directors are debating whether a comprehensive assessment of working hours might be useful for instrument retaining skilled workers. So now, let me pass to my friends Montilia to give a synopsis case study.
Next, I want to talk about the synopsis of the case study 3. The situation at Syarikat Indrel can be summarized as follows. First, company overview. Syarikat Indrel is a medium-sized manufacturer specializing in decorative wooden items such as photo frame and music box, with a significant portion of its product exported. Next, the location and traffic challenges. The company is located near Kota Kinabalu, an area plagued by heavy traffic congestion during morning and evening rush hour. This traffic congestion has resulted in increasing employee lateness. Next, the workforce demographic. More than 80% of the workforce is composed of married female, many of whom have several past-to-age children. Generally, half of the employee has been with the company for 20 years, making them highly skilled and experienced. Next, talent retention concern. The human resource manager has received feedback from some of the top performance employees indicating difficulty in balancing their personal commitment and work responsibility. Next, the proposed solution. The human resource manager is considering a major review of the working hour as a potential solution to address the work-life balance issue and retain valuable employees. In summary, Syarikat Indrel is facing challenges related to employee lateness, especially among experienced workers due to traffic congestion and personal commitment. The company is exploring the option of reviewing working hours as a strategy to address these challenges and prevent the potential loss of talented employees. Next, we go to the question 1. What are the working hour options available to the company? My first point is telecommuting or remote work. It has become a popular working arrangement for several reasons, both from the perspective of employee and employer. Here are some of the key factors that make telecommuting an attractive option for the companies. First, telecommuting offers employees greater flexibility in managing their work schedule. They can often choose when and where they work, allowing them to better balance their personal and professional life. This flexibility can lead to increased job satisfaction and retention. Next, the productivity. Many employees report increased productivity when working remotely. Then, forward distraction. A comfortable working environment and reduced commuting time can lead to higher efficiency and output. Next, can reduce commute stress. Commuting can be stressful and time-consuming. Remote work eliminates the need for employees to spend hours commuting, allowing them to allocate more than energy to work or personal activity. It is important to note that the effectiveness of telecommuting can vary depending on the nature of the work and the policy and tool in place to support remote employees. Not all job or industry can easily accommodate remote work, but for those that can, it can offer numerous benefits to the both employee and employer.
Next, overtime working is the second option that available to the company. Overtime is work performed beyond the normal working hours, which is 8 hours per day or 48 hours per week, or performed during a non-working day and during a public holiday as specified by the Employment Act 1955. Presently, the overtime rate set by the Employment Act are as follows. First, overtime work on an ordinary working day or weekday equal to 1.5 times the normal hourly rate. And second, overtime work on a rest day equal to 2 times hourly rate. And the third is overtime works on a public holiday equal to 3 times the normal hourly rate. The principle of managing overtime for employees, especially female employees, should be aligned with the broader principle of equal treatment and gender equity in the workplace. Flexibility and flexible work arrangements are likely to be the best in managing overtime for employees, especially female employees. This is because female employees may have personal and family responsibilities. It is important to offer flexibilities in scheduling overtime and accommodate their needs when possible. Other than that, promote flexible work arrangements such as telecommuting or compressed work weeks to accommodate the needs of female employees and help them to balance work and their personal life. The third working hour option available to the Syarikat Indrel Sdn.Bhd is by using an alternative working hour scheduling. Alternative working hour scheduling is an effective way to accommodate the diverse needs of employees while maintaining productivities and work-life balance. So, there are some common alternative working hour scheduling options that can consider implementing in the workplace, such as flex time, staggered hour, and job sharing. Flex time allows employees to choose their starting and ending time within certain core hours. For example, from 10 a.m. until 3 p.m. According to Ralston 1990, a number of surveys have shown that women on flexi time found coordinating family and job responsibility much easier than those who work under a traditional fixed system. Next, staggered hours involve different groups of employees starting and ending their workday at different times. Other than that, job sharing also involves two or more employees sharing the responsibilities of a full-time position. Each employee works part-time to cover the role. Therefore, alternative work scheduling such as flex time, job sharing, and staggered hour have positive impacts such as can help employees to avoid rush hour traffic jam, fewer transportation problems, and better balance their personal commitments.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Fatiha binti Jainuri. My number metric is AH20703. Okay, the next point is shift work systems. The previous section discussed the common pattern of workers working a normal 8-hour day with the occasional requirement of extra hours tacked on at the end of the working day. Many industries, however, need or prefer shift work. What is shift work? Alright, shift work is by no means an easy concept to define. Possibly, the difficulty lies in the fact that there exists a wide variety of types and patterns of shift work. Trying to find a common denominator is not a simple task. However, shift work involves first hours of work, which include hours outside the normal or traditional 8 to 4 or 9 to 5 pattern, and two or more groups of workers who take turns to man the workstations. The easiest way to clarify the concept is to examine the most common patterns of shift work. There are a few shift work. Firstly, double day shift. Secondly, 3 shift work. And then the split shift. Lastly, rotating and permanent shifts. Firstly, we move to double day shifts. The most popular starting and finishing times for double day shifts are first one 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. and then shift 2 3 p.m. to 11 p.m. A variation on the normal form of double day shift is the 12-hour shifts, in which system the employees work 12 hours per day. This system will not contravene the Employment Act, providing the workers work no more than an average of 48 hours over 3 weeks period. For example, week 1, 72 hours work, 6 days peace, 12 hours, and then week 2, 72 hours work, and then week 3 off. Next, 3 shift work. Many organizations may prefer for economic reasons to work around the clock. As will be seen in the next section, some industries have no choice but to offer 24-hour service. Triple shift system can be either continuous, in which case the organization is operating non-stop and only closed for annual maintenance, or semi-continuous, where the company only works 5 or 6 days a week. A range of Possible starting and stop times are used in the 3-shift system, but the most common hours are as follows. Firstly, shift 1. Shift 1 is 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. And then secondly, shift 2, 3 p.m. to 11 p.m. Lastly, shift 3, 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. Alright, the different shift may be termed first, second, or third, or they may be known as the morning shift, the afternoon shift, and the night shift. Right? Next is the split shift. Alright, a shift system found commonly in the hotel and food business is called the split shift. Right? This involves working several hours early in the morning, having time off, and then continuing the same shift later in the day. Okay. For example, hospitality industry. They are used this system widely because of the local culture of expecting food outlet to be open from early in the morning until late night. The Employment Act requires that the working day in this system should not be longer than 10 hours, although an employer could apply for exemption from this rule. Next, rotating and permanent shifts. The aim of every employer in designing a working hours system for his organization is to find a system which will motivate workers to the maximum and is permissible within the confines of the employment laws. And the last and the extra one is justification for shifts work. Firstly, service-oriented industries. There exist subsectors which have no choice but to work shifts because of the nature of the service offer. Secondly, the nature of some production technologies is that the machinery needs to be run continuously without break. Thirdly, shift work is a method to maximize the productive use of plant and machinery. And lastly, shift work is becoming increasingly common in some consumer service.
Next, we go to the question 2. What step should be human resource manager take to find out whether changing the working hour would solve the problem the company is facing? My first point is conducting focus group discussion. It can be a valuable step for a human resource manager to gather insight and determine whether changing the working hour would address the problem the company is facing. Here are the steps that an HR manager should take to effectively use focus group discussion for the purpose. First, define the objective. Start by clearly defining the problem or issue the company is facing and why changing working hour is being considered as a potential solution. Determine the specific goal, the end objective you aim to achieve through the focus group discussion. Next, analyze and document fully. Carefully record the discussion, taking note of the key insight, trend and commenting the immediate during the session. This documentation should help you identify pattern and trend in employee feedback. Communicate the decision. After the focus group discussion and plan development, communicate the final decision to the employee. Be transparent about the rationale behind the decision and address any lingering concern or question. By following these steps, the HR manager can use focus group discussion as a valuable tool to assess the potential impact of changing working hour and make an informed decision that addresses the company challenges while considering the well-being and need to its employee.
Okay, greeting for Professor Madya, Dr. Zuriza Ibrahim, and my fellow friend. My name is Franklin bin Aminsai. I want to talk about data analysis. First, identify pattern of daily. By analyzing the data, the employer can note the pattern of delay related to the employee's working hours. Employees who are always late may encounter survive traffic jam at certain time, and this can be a indication to adjust the work schedule or find other alternative. Second, suggestion for improvement. With the analyzed data, organization can make suggestions to overcome the problem of traffic congestion, such as offering flexible and work schedule, encourage the use of public transport, or offering close workspace to reduce works dependence on long journey. Okay, the next step to change working hours is through trial period. First, human resource manager can assess the positive or negative effect of changing working hours on productivity, employees' satisfaction, and overall performance. Second, employer and manager can provide feedback and report any issue that arise during the trial period. With that, management can collect data and evidence related to the effectiveness of change in working hours. Second, at the end of trial period, the human resource manager can make a decision more based on the data and feedback obtained, whether to continue change or stop the change permanent. Lastly, this situation gave organization the flexibility to adapt to change without premature long-term commitment and allowed them to make more evidence-based decisions.
The next answer for the question number 2 is feedback mechanisms. The first one is identify every problem and situation experienced by employees. It means that human resource manager can know the situation of employees more clearly in doing their responsibilities as employees and their personal commitments, and can make a preliminary impression regarding how to overcome the problem of working time of employees in the Syarikat Indrel. Secondly, find a clear and solid solution. In other words, able to find effective measures in accordance with the problem faced and in accordance with the lines and goals of the company that has been formed. Other than that, human resource manager can solve problem according to effective procedures and does not harm other parties in the organization, with the employees or human resource managers itself. The last one is make a final decisions and conclusions. It means to helping human resource managers to determine specific decisions and conclusions in the implementing the solutions that have been decided. The last answer for the question number 2 is employees assistance programs. Firstly, provide employee facilities. It is said so, helping employees to better manage their personal commitments and lighten their burden so as not to affect their work performance in the company. Next, open space and training opportunities. This means to can recruit more other employees, especially for those who are fresh graduates and have a single status, to be hired and given training at the same time. Lastly, improve skill and knowledge. It means that they will have an opportunity to get additional input and work-related knowledge that has been specialized in the company so as to influence the positive change that occur in the company. By following these steps, the human resource manager can gather the necessary information and insights to determine whether changing working hours is a viable solution to address the issue of employee retention and work-life balance at Syarikat Indrel.
Hey guys, so now we at last part in conclusion. Companies have a variety of working hours options available to them depending on their industry, workforce and business need. These flexible working hours allow employees to choose their own start and end times within certain parameters. Companies should carefully consider their needs and the needs of their workforce when choosing working hours option. By offering flexible work options, companies can attract and retain top talent, boost employee morale and increase productivity. So thank you, that's all from us.